White people can white and that's because we're cheating. And they kill us because we're cheating. I people it's over. It's over. We are the fearless. Now we can our leader. It's over. We are the fearless. Our leader. And not going into the air. Every day leader do it. We should keep our water. Walking our women. Je me sois encore. Pour ça, je m'en je comme un week-end. Alors, my Savior, holy, 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 I say, oh, my Savior, holy, holy, holy. You cannot even pronounce the name of the place. It's very fast, and it's all such people. I'm telling you, that is that foolishness. We need to be. Sometimes we allow ourselves to be foolish. If it is a way to succeed, you know, the Fulani, we call them they are foolish. But today look at where their foolishness landed, on top of everybody. So sometimes we need, you know, I saw in the internet, you know, I used to see it. You know, they will show Tafawa Balewa, Queen Elizabeth, I think in the 60s or let's see 50s, before the independence. Tafawa Balewa will shake Queen Elizabeth with two hands and, you know, even bend down. Now another photo shows Awolowo, you know, doing the same thing, shaking Queen Elizabeth with two hands and bending down. Now Azikiwe will stand up, you know, and you are praising him. You know, sometimes I see something, I see things in another way around, and you are praising him that he knows something. Somebody that wants to, is these people that gave him education. Why he can even come and challenge them? These people, you see how they are bowing down, where he lists them. That time, bowing is diplomacy. Our politicians are not bowing down to the Fulani Caliphate, to the Sadiana of Sokoto today. Do you see it? It would have been better to pay that eye service that time, and the Britain will say, okay, this man can be loyal. That is deceit. You deceive them. It is allowed. This is why I'm going to speak a little bit. My brief presentation now. I'm going to talk about fighting for self-preservation as a people before the Chinas and Co joins me. Because sometimes our wisdom, we're wise, we don't want to do this, we are too wise. Where is he landing us? Sometimes, people that do business, from time to time you take a stock where your wisdom is leading you. Where is he landing you? Where anything, all this, where is he landing us as a people? That is the thing. Somebody will post all those things at that early time. I think we see how he is. He's looking at the Queen of England. It doesn't even shake him with two hands. And I say that is arrant nonsense, because that is where you have to play politics. People that they made it possible for you to even go to school in their land and learn their destiny. That's, I don't know whether people understand what I mean. Sometimes you have to play eye service at that early time, so that to deceive them. That is why we cry about Takia. This and that. All is allowed. I'm going to prove it to you today, just in my brief presentation, please. Sometimes we should be a little bit foolish. We allow foolishness. According to Bible, it says, agree for, sometimes you allow that foolishness to come up. If you are going to use it to obtain something good, now you pretend to be foolish. Not every time I'm wise, and we are scattered. We are unorganizable until our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came into the scene. Let us pray. Hallowed be thy name. Naiha Ndiche, we call upon you, the God of our ancestors. This is the time in this hallowed platform in order to do the needful. The creator of the whole universe, behold our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the hands of our detractors, our enemies, arch enemies. We know that you sent him. Therefore, there is no way nothing or something will touch him. Into your hands I commit him. We pray, oh God, as we are acting for his release, unconditional release. It is your will, and it will be so. Those that are trying to put problem in this IPOB, expose them and destroy them and their generations, because they have other ulterior motives. It is not this motive we have genuinely to come sacrificing our time, our money, everything we have, in order to make sure that your kingdom is being restored. Destroy them that are in this struggle or are being used in order to ferment problems, in order to make sure that people are deceived. Take care of them. Any person or a group of people that his or her hand is either actively or passively in this extraordinary rendition of our leader, though we know it's part of the process, but deal with him and the generation decisively, the same way you dealt with Judas. Thank you, Chukwuka Abbiama. We are praying and we are acting towards the destruction of this zoo that is tormenting the indigenous community, the indigenous people. Unfortunate enough to be in that conception. Therefore, destroy that zoo called Nigeria, that through the ashes will rise up those caged indigenous population, that they will advance and progress in their various ways. Thank you, Chukwuka Abbiama, for in your name we pray. He said, So her hand is, you cannot even pronounce the name of the place because it's very look, they open their water pots, their food. Look at the food we carry hot when we are coming. That is why I say, Azikiwe was stupid. I can tell you that. It's a culture, yes. But there are things you have to say. You have to see. The way he acted at the first time. Okay, if he is so intelligent, why was he manipulated? Because some people will attack me. Why should Azikiwe stupid? No. It's a word. The stupidity is when you are. He was manipulated. That is his stupidity. He was made the president without no single power. That is manipulation. But we praise him for standing up and saluting Queen of England. Maybe that singular act made them even to look down and say, oh boy, if we give power to this person, really, he will even swallow us, Great Britain, alive. Why do you have to bring out yourself? Your true self, when you are not supposed to. You're supposed to use a lie. Deception is allowed. Don't you understand? It is allowed. Let me, because many of us believe in this Bible. Let me give you example. If you go to the book of Joshua chapter 9, do you see there are people? These are Canaanites, the Hivites. They are called the Gibeonites. They used deception to deceive Joshua and the princesses of Israel into signing peace treaty with them and forever. they come alive. People that God told Joshua destroy them in Jericho, this and that, kill all of them. When these people saw that, oh boy, these people, they are very powerful, oh, their God is powerful, is killing bulldozing anything in their presence. They said, okay. They gathered and say, please, give, what are we going to do? These people, they dressed up like people that came from very far place. With worn out shoes, everything, their braids have gone moldy. They put all this, whereas these are neighbors of the people living in Jericho. But they pretend with their camel worn out, everything dry. They did it like that. That is takia. Don't you understand? That is takia. It's allowed. And then when they came to Joshua, they said, please, we are dying of hunger. They said, where? They said, we come from a very far place. Hey, you cannot even pronounce the name of it. It's very far. Look, they opened their water pots, their food. Look at the food we carry hot when we are coming. Today, hey, the children of Israel even pity them. They pity them. Oh, people that immediately they pity them. Oh boy, now wow. The princesses of Israel, they pity them. They say, okay, them food, please. They say, please, we saw how your God is destroying your enemies, the people that you are. Please, we want to sign a accord with you so that in case anytime we never can tell you, we are living very far. At the other end of the world we come from. But we know maybe you can come there one day. Please sign with us and swear with your God that you will not touch us, that you will not do anything to us, that you will keep us. Joshua said, not even consulting the oracle, because of sentiment. Because sometimes sentiments can deceive, it can make you go wrong. Now we say, okay, they talk to the princess. They say, no, these people, they are genuine, please. No need of even consulting oracle. Give them food first. Sign. Only that they will be hewing woods and be a kind of our servant serving in the altar. Anytime we need them. We will not do them anything. And they signed it. Papa swear. They did the whole rituals. And the Gibeonites laugh. Now when Joshua went to Canaan and destroying everywhere, he saw that this people say, what we are here, our country is here. He said, what? Joshua and the priest said, what the Israelites, the congregation said, let us kill all of them. What are you waiting? What are we waiting? Kill. Joshua said, no, we have been deceived. Oh, we cannot, if we venture touch these people, because we have sworn to protect them. Oh, they deceive us. It's too late. And the Gibeonites, they got away with it, and they survived it today. Otherwise, they would have been bulldozed like others. Do you see the use of Takia? Do you see? That is diplomacy, politics, diplomacy. For your self-preservation. That is what it means. You should not be always truthful. Abraham lied when he went to Egypt. His wife was a very beautiful one. He said, they will kill me for his life. He just lied. Although somebody can say, yes, Sarah is related to him, but it doesn't present Sarah as his sister in another place. So let us not go even that way. Because if he was afraid of his life, that is why he lied. You understand? If not for the intervention of the angel of God. So that is Taki also. Another Taki I want to present to you is about, go to the same Bible, Genesis 4. You will see when Dinah, the only daughter of Jacob, Israel, was raped by the uncircumcised people of Canaan, the Canaanites, called Shechem. She was raped. And according to the culture, it shouldn't happen. So they were told and say, the man that raped him and slept with her said, oh, I love this young woman, please, you are strangers, yes, but let us marry together, let us. The man started campaigning. And the children of Israel, they met together as people that are knowledgeable, intelligent people. They said, okay, they said, we are going to use Takia these people. We are going to deceive them. We are going to agree and do as if everything is good. Oh, think about it. What about if it is us today? Just imagine. If it is us today as a people, and we do this, how are we going to treat it? Somebody say, no, let us deceive these people. Some people will write, no. You know, we have to lie. We have to tell them the truth. Anything that we will cut, let it cut. This, we don't. They will forget about politics. They will forget about diplomacy. Sometimes diplomacy is the answer. Do you understand what I'm saying? The children of Jacob, they met. That the annoyance, they show it. They have to restrain their emotions. Could you, if it is you, just imagine, could you restrain your emotions? Could you control your emotions today, if it is today? If it is today, you see people, oh no, if it is like this, or like this, that promised land, to lie. No. We have to deal with these people like that. We have to expose them. But they they exercise restraints. That is diplomacy. That is where we are lagging behind as a people. I see it in Biafrans, in Igbo people. It is lacking. That is why, one of the reasons where we are today. That is why everybody, you have a hot temper. When a woman, you start speaking out of annoyance uncontrollably. When you are annoyed, your brain neurons cannot function, coordinate properly. That is one thing. And that is, many of our people, we act out of emotion. That is out of annoyance. If it is you, when the children of Jacob, when they gathered to address the issue, they say, look, this uncircumcised Canaanite are supposed to be killed. But we have received order from above and say we should kill, slaughter them. Uncircumcised. He slept with our sister. asking us for her hand in marriage, that we should be married. Intelligently they say, no, brethren, let us cool down. Let us cool down. You know? Why okay? Let us cool down. We will deal with them. Let us cool down. We will deceive them. We will tell them that, okay, we have agreed. We show them fake face. That is one thing as a people we lack sometimes. That is diplomacy. Sometimes you show your enemy fake face in order to get what you want. You show him fake face. That is it. You know, one of the weapons of surprise, of weapons of warfare, is unpredictability. You are unpredictable. When they see that you are laughing, is that time you slaughter people. You take out your sword and slaughter people. As you are laughing, you are slaughtering people coldly. When they think that thing is the time you are so mad, oh, you forget everything. You become unpredictable to the enemy. It is a weapon of warfare. Let us understand that. Unpredictability. So these people, they say, okay, after the meeting, they conclude. They say, everybody, don't show annoyance, don't betray your anything. Just let us go and welcome them. That, oh, okay. But we give them condition. And in that condition lies what we are going to do them. They say, okay. We will be your future in-laws now. Even we will marry your children also. It's normal. But you know now, we are a special people. We obey our God. So without that, you cannot touch us. You know, you shouldn't have even slept with your sister. But if you can do this, we'll give it to all of you. Will you start marrying, intermarrying? They say, what is that? They say, only small, just circumcise yourself. You are all males, you circumcise them. The same day. They say, the man, you know, when once love wanted to carry you, you finish. That man is, I think, is the son of the king, a princess. He campaigned that, let us, what position? To cut your foreskin. It's even good. It's even good not to make a disease to enter your foreskin, your private part. It's a man. So let us do it. And you know one thing, one advantage we have with them. We can even inherit their cows. These people are rich. They have herds of cows. They are farmers. They are experts. We can interact and inherit from them. We learn from them. We benefit from them. And he painted that is the campaign. He campaigned to their people. And the people say, okay, if that's the case, no problem. Because they have fine, beautiful women. We have to marry them. And the sons of Jacob we are watching. They show them how to circumcise. They circumcise all the males. They give all the males of the city circumcised the same day. And the Israelis say, this is the time. Our plan have worked. Our takia have worked. It has worked. Therefore, on the third day, when that circumcision becomes, you know, no male can, the agony, the pain, you know, when grown-up people do circumcision, grown-up people do circumcision. You know, we don't even know when we are circumcised. On the 8th day, I was circumcised. Sometimes I ask my parents, I say, why were we circumcised? That time I said, why is it our tradition to circumcise exactly on the 8th day? None of them have that brought it. You don't even circumcise. No, it's their tradition. It's our tradition. So it's by that we see it. It's even if baffles me, I start wondering. I say, but how come? This is our tradition of circumcision. Why not on the 7th day, on the 9th day, on the 15th day? But exactly that day they told us, God told Abraham 8th day. It's our own tradition to circumcise on the 8th day. Me, myself speaking, I was circumcised on the 8th day. Every of us, male, we are circumcised, male circumcision. On the 8th, exactly on the 8th day, on the 8th day, we call it. So, we don't even know the pain because we circumcise babies. These people, they allow them, first they go, how is it? They say, okay, we are managing, The second day, the Jewish ask them, but then now you are circumcision. They say, oh boy, we go enjoy it now. The third day, they look, they say, how far? They say, oh boy, this thing, the pain, I cannot stand. I cannot even stand. They go to the other family, oh boy, even many of them are asleep, they cannot even stand. They say, this is the time. All of them, they carried their sword and slaughtered all of them. Slaughtered all of them. What do you call that? Is it not takia? So that when the Fulani are using it on you, the only thing, stop crying, know that it is allowed. What is happening today is, forcing Fulani civilization on everybody, the indigenous people in that quagmire called Nigeria. That is what is happening. So they use everything, both the sword, both money, both everything. Let me tell you what they do, because there is this fine line. I used to say it. When they say Nigeria is being Islamized, there is a fine line between this and the Fulani. They are using it to their advantage. Please listen attentively. My analysis. What the Fulani they are doing, like they attack NDA, they kill the only non-Muslim military soldiers. That thing will make other indigenous population that are Muslims to be applauding that Fulani. We are together in a place like in Borno. In Borno, yes, even in Jos, in Middle Belt areas, they will be targeting mostly non-Muslims. Listen. This is intelligence of the Fulani. It's their intelligence. This is how they behave. When they target the non-Muslims, they will get approval from Muslims of other ethnicities, indigenous populations also. Do you understand? They will get approval. They say, okay, you are fighting. No, they are targeting non-Muslims. Now, when you remove the whole non-Muslims in the area, as they are doing in the Middle Belt, most of them are in refugee camps. Now they take over the community. Now the Muslims that supported them, even the brothers of those non-Muslims, the same ethnicity, they will come. Oh, we are all Muslims. Fulani, now we deal with them. Come on, sure. This is exactly the same way Ottoman Dan Fodio dealt with the Hausas. He will be conquering, killing other non-Muslims. Other ethnicities that are Muslims will be applauding, happy. Oh, okay, we are Muslim, we are taking over. Now, when they have cleared all these non-Muslims, now these other ethnicities, other Muslim indigenous population, they will become like a minority. If you understand? When they come now, oh, we are together with you, the Fulani. Okay, come on now. I have to be. It's my land. So make me king. I'm a Muslim like you. They will turn against us as Muslims. That is what you see that is happening in the north. They will, when they were killing, we are doing riots, Mentasini, killing Christians and non-Muslims. They gathered with them, with the Fulani, helping them and affecting them. Now, they clear those places of non-Muslims. Now, those people, the indigenous people, the Fulani will turn against them. They are Muslims So now the Fulani will turn against them, and that is suffering them also. And when they are seeing it, when other people that are displaced, that are still alive, that are Christians, they will not even be able to render any support, because they will say, these people, you people supported when they were killing. Do you see how things are going? That is Fulanization. It is not even Islamization. They are using Islamization to deceive the Muslim indigenous population in Nigeria. They are using that word. After we're fighting for all of you, everybody of us, so we are Muslims. So that when they hear that, oh, Major Okoro was, General Okoro was killed, he's a Christian, they say yes. They will laugh. They don't know that when they clear all these people, now they will come for them. That is why you are hearing, even in Zamfara, they are killing them, because the Fulani have taken over. So what is happening is pure Fulanization, pure Fulanization. Islamization is it's not that. It's not Islamization. They are using Islamization to Fulanize everybody. So they are deceiving the non-Muslim indigenous people. They are also deceiving the Muslim indigenous population. Do you see? The Fulani, they are using one stone in order to kill two birds at a time. They are playing on the sentiments of the Muslim indigenous population that, oh, we are killing the infidels only. Now when they kill the also perceived infidels, the Fulani will take over everything. When the indigenous population that are also Muslims, we talk, they will say, come on, shut up. Are you better than your brother? After all, you are not a good Muslim. You are not good enough. They will turn around and kill them, or place them as subjugate them as slaves. Do you see the way they are acting? That is why I find it too difficult to completely say that what is going on is Islam. This is what they are using. This is their activities, deceiving everybody, taking over, everywhere in Nigeria. They are deceiving both the Muslims and non-Muslims. They are deceiving everybody alike. For the Muslims, they are playing, oh, we are Islamizing. You know, are you not going to be happy when we even dip Quran in Atlantic? They say, oh yes, we do. They say, okay, help us. When they kill the non-Muslims, now you that is not a Fulani, that are not Fulani people, indigenous population, you want to talk, they will turn against and slaughter you. That is why more than 50,000 refugees left Zamfara the other day, about a few days back, and down to Niger. Many of them are Muslims. Many of them are Muslims. Many of them supported the killing of non-Muslims. But now, before they understand, it is too late. You know, before you understand what happened, it is too late. Now you started rethinking, as Gowon is rethinking now. Gowon, you know, somebody wrote on Facebook, which is good. He said, the highest punishment God will give you is to keep you alive, kill your children before you. Your children will be slaughtered in your presence. Your community will be decimated in your presence. And nothing will happen. You are still alive watching. Gowon is alive today. He's regretting. I've been saying this. If he can come out and tell himself openly the truth, he will tell you that had it been that he know that it will be like this, that he will never fight Ojukwu. Never. He's regretting. But it's too late. That is how the Fulani are smartly using everybody. They use your emotion. That is why sometimes you question your emotion. Do you understand? Sometimes when something happens, you want to get emotion, you question it, you subdue it, you say, wait, let me use my brain first, not my emotion. You understand what I'm saying? That is a complete human being. Your emotion being in control of you, not you being under your emotion. No. Because you are the master. Do you understand? So these children of Israel, they used Takia and got what they want. Self-preservation as a people. Survival. Because they didn't want to be compromised. That is the reality. They didn't want to be. Had they become compromised, they will face the consequence. So they have to use lies and deception. That is what you call takia in Islamic language or Islamic terminology. They use it and show their fake face. Today, everything is allowed for fighting for self-preservation. Do you understand? That is why sometimes when the leadership, as I said, there are secrets that are not meant to be divulged in the public. Sometimes the leadership of a movement or a country will tell you do this. They know what they know. They saw what you didn't see. But they are fighting is a genuine fight for self-preservation. Please. Therefore, let us stop crying about other people's tactics and methods. Let us be disciplined to our cause and also make use of every tactic we could in order to fight this war of survival. I told you this is a free world. Nothing restrains you. It's only human being that put artificial boundary. The world naturally have no boundary. It's a planet. It's human being out of intelligence, people that open eye first. Now they go and subjugate others. Now they put boundaries. From boundaries they put restrictions of movement. Don't come, don't come. If before you come, something we call visa you get before you come. If you understand, it is being put by human being. If you can build your own submarine, for example, undetectable submarine now, or undetectable flight, you just take off from the zoo by yourself and land undetected without being detected in, for example, Florida. You land anywhere there, come down. No person will know you. No person. You will enter America because it's a free world. It's only what your brain can give you. That is what I'm saying. So anyhow you can do something in order to for self-preservation and for survival as a people. It is allowed. Our people should stop castigating who is using Taki or who is using this method. The only thing we should be saying, how to counter these people and stop being gullible to their deception. That is the line, our line of action, the line we should be acting upon. Instead of these people, they are deceivers. You allow yourself to be deceived. Why not go and deceive? Where they know Igbo people to act rightly more is trading. They say they can one person, or they say Igbo man can even deceive you to buy something you don't want to, or yes, I can call it deception, or convince you. It's a more refined word, but it's deception. They can convince you to buy something you don't even need. Why not do it in politics? Why not do it for self-preservation? Only what you can benefit by yourself. Only one person, only you can benefit. That is where you bring out your whole tactics. This is longer. I think tomorrow I'm going to talk about civilization. That is the thing I'm going to head into. What is civilization? From tomorrow, by the grace of Chukwu Okiabiama, so that we understand. Let us stop complaining. Devise our own means of doing it, deceiving others, and getting away with it. Not now, one thing I see now, everybody wants to be a leader. We are going to do this in the absence of our leader. Oh, it is me now in charge. Our people like to command. It's very absurd. Mother Hojigoanyana this time around. But it's good sometimes there are things to happen. And you will start seeing things. Let us be civilized. Civilization is about organization. Once we are in a bunch, now we can deceive our enemies or detractors by giving him false face. Do you understand? That is our own takia. We do it and get away with it. Do you understand? So that not all the time you start complaining, oh, these people are attacking. You know, I tell you, I admire the Fulani. Before, we are deceived by referring to them as Hausa Fulani Bakumi, whereas we are the real people, Bakumi people. When you look at the chronology of things, how things work out or started and work out in Nigeria, you see that we don't know organization at all. We Biafrans. You know, when I call Igbos, it's Biafrans. I mean, Igbos. Everything was in our hands. Everything. It is the same Igbo man that want to scatter, fighting his own brother. That is lack of organization. It's still playing out today. And how do you think that such type of people will progress as a people? These are people that are, once you are fighting yourself, you are prone to enemy destruction. Direct. All this, yeah. When you enter some forum, you regret. You say, so what our leader was doing, what we are doing here on Radio Biafra, is it working at all? Everybody is naked wire. No person talks to anybody. This one will say, okay, you want to speak English for me? Do you speak more English? Do you pay my ticket to where I am in America? Do you come on? What the words you hear? I say, you feel that you are in an animal kingdom. I'm telling you, no civility, nothing. Everybody wants to be irrelevant. This character is what made Agi Ironsi to die miserable death. Out of people, he is being warned by Madiebo. Do you know that Madiebo is still alive? You know these people, we supposed to be even talking to them. Madiebo is still alive. Colonel Madiebo, as of that time, that fought gallantly. I think he was the chief of defense staff of Biafra till the end of the war. He told this guy, as a brother, Agi Ironsi, I have an intel, correct one, that these people are planning bad, and you gonna plan bad to kill, slaughter us. You are number one. You know, Agi Ironsi, the same Igbo character. Nah, nothing mega. Now, do you know, I try now yourself. Are you jealous of me because I'm now the president? I'm now the head of state. Are you jealous of me? He said, okay. No. This man had to leave Kaduna to come to Lagos, Northern Barracks to meet Agi Ironsi to tell him this. Instead of listening to the voice of reason, as many of our people used to behave. He's a character, a killer character. He feels that they have money. He feels that he has a contact with one Alhaji or the other. Now the world is always go. Now what in Mecca? Not in Mecca. Agi Ironsi says, okay, wait tomorrow. Don't go today or tomorrow. Wait till tomorrow. The following day, call the conference with those people that are with Gowon and others, the other Northerners that are. He rounded himself up that are planning to assassinate, kill him, and slaughter Igbo officials, Igbo military chiefs. He brought them in a conference. He called Madiebo, say, come and tell the whole public what you told me. As when you mind here now, sometimes you got all these things. Get Adika whip with all these people now. Ora. There's nothing you can make me to defend. So if I have intelligence that my life, something that pertaining life. Even if it's a lie, I will make sure that is where they are more smart than us. Even if it is a lie, I will make sure that you listen to it with a pinch of salt. I will take precaution. Something as heavy as that. He called me. No, he made the mockery of Madiebo. Mockery. na onye intelligent ngwan bịakwu onye gwara m in my office yesterday. Come and say it. And this man was Madiebo was embarrassed. He said, Chineke me orugo stupidity orugo nke uta. Na stupidity orugo nke uta. Ikposim ka endangering my own life even. Something I told my brother secret. Because someone confidence that nothing maker. The people that are planning this, he brought them inside everywhere. He said, come and speak to them. He said, oh, Madiebo say, okay, I will do it. You are the head of state, I will do it. He explained everything. That there are people, the Northerners are planning to massacre us. And Gowon and Co, they saw that Aguiyi-Ironsi was so stupid and naive. They kept quiet. They laughed over it. Intelligent, a very formidable disciple of Aguiyi-Ironsi. That I will kill him. Now I beg, bring a champion, make we drink. He will bow down to Aguiyi-Ironsi. My mentor, my general. They say I will kill you. Now wow, this man, I beg, leave this thing now. Something we need to even marry about it. Is to make merry because this is funny. They laugh over. They made Aguiyi-Ironsi even joke and laugh over it. The same way our people used to laugh over very serious and critical issues. They laugh. They use it to drink nkwobi. I mean to eat nkwobi and drink palm wine. And I hear Biafra self. Before you know it, when he finish eating on the way, one Fulani military in military uniform will gun him down. His people will be shouting, "Hey, I don't know, say not like this, so Chineke me." By that time, it's too late. Fulani, they will always plan. They will deal you the blow, death blow. That after you have no way, you regret. You can't do nothing about it. You understand? The only solution is the prevention. Our leader have been talking. Prevention. Our leader went to the World Igbo Congress and told them, listen, I need guns and bullets. You understand? I need guns and bullets. 2015. They even make mockery of him. I saw it. I beg, make we not waste our time. One of them said, the video is there. Let us, we have other things to do. Many of us have job to attend, work to go. We have schedules. So this man that flew from nowhere, he said, I beg, make sure I give him food. If not food, make it drink well. Don't ask any question again, because anything you ask him, he will answer. They make mockery of him. Today it is the same people that are shouting. Sometimes for them, why do you create us in this type of way? Those people that made mockery of him. Now, guns and bullets. The woman say, hey, what do you say? Today, these are the people that are shouting. These are the people that are shouting. Oh, my village under siege. I think some of them there. Some of them maybe must have been killed by either directly by Fulani terrorists, kidnappers, or anyhow, or military or police. I'm telling you. Therefore, please, let us stop shouting and complaining. Make use of our superiority, also diplomacy, takia, or call it takia, call it deception, anything for national survival, self-preservation. It is allowed. Let us understand this and stop going through only by emotion. It is very bad. This is where I'm going to stop, and I'm now joined as I promised. I'm now joined by sorry, I lost. I will be joined by the members of VOS, as I said, So I will go into a few minutes break, please, so that some of our DOS will join me, make their presentations, and you can ask your questions when the lines are open. I'll be right back.
And then we know that one with God is with majority. If God be with us, who can be against us? Onye chukwu abịa masị n'azụ enweghị atụ ya onye chukwu okike kwụ n'azụ enweghị atụ ya Director Nnamdi Kanu chukwu abịa ma ọbụghị n'azụ Indigenous people of Biafra chukwu abịa masị n'azụ I can hear the Lord saying, do not be afraid of your enemies. The Boko Haram you see today, you shall see them no more. Hausa Fulani jihadists, you shall see them no more. Says the Lord Almighty, I am with you. We must get to the promised land. The promised land is called Biafra, the land of rising sun. Obodo Chukwu gọziri agọzi, obodo Chukwu chọrọ mma, obodo Chukwu mere eze. Anyị tigbuo Awụsa dị n'amarụ Chukwu, tigbuo ha nsogbu ha tona ha. Ka anyị tigbuo Awụsa dị n'amarụ Chukwu, tigbuo ha nsogbu ha tona ha.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land. Our leader is the indefatigable Mazi Nnamdi Okuchukwu Kanu, who is still in the hands of our enemies, but we are not begging our enemies. He must be released by fire, by force. This is an assurance. Therefore, today being the 27th day of August in the year of our Lord 2021, I am joined by some members of the DOS. Mazi China Sanwo is here with me, together with Mazi Abanyam. Mazi, can you hear me, please? Over to you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mazi, good evening. Mazi Chinedu, good evening.
Welcome
I'm
to the
here
program.
with you. Thank you, thank you. Dear friends, good evening. My name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi Chinasa Nworu is from Obingwa in Aba province. And I'm here this evening to have a small interaction with our radio host, Mazi Chinedu. And with me here is also my colleague. We do serve in the same Directorate of State for the Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Austin Aban. Thank you, Biafrans. This evening, I hope every one of you will be ready to throw your questions and listen attentively so that you will not be misled. There is no confusion in IPOB. There is no confusion in the Biafran struggle. You want to be confused because you want to be confused. Nobody have misled you before. And this evening, we are here to make sure that we clarify every doubt that you have. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, still remain in the cause to fight for the freedom of Biafrans. The DOS is still at the helm of affairs. And this evening, most of you, I know, after listening to this interactive section, you will go home fulfilled and being confident that this cause can never be betrayed. This cause can never be taken aside by anybody. And I know that Biafrans are listening. And at the end of the day, it's all Biafra that we want. And that Biafra, when they refuse to give us Biafra, it is either they give us Biafra by force or by pieces. We are not going to give up in this struggle because it is a struggle for destiny. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, Mazi Chinasa. I don't know whether Mazi Abanyam is here. I don't know. Or
yes.
Should we continue?
Yes, Mazi. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, the whole world is listening. Please, the whole world is hearing. Mazi Abanyam, please go. Make your introductions and go on.
Thank you so much. Good evening, dear friends. Good morning and good afternoon, wherever you are, depending on your time zone. My name is Mazi Austin Abanyam. I come from Amike Chukwu. Amike is in Olu province of Biafra land, and I serve the indigenous people of Biafra as a European representative and a member of the Directorate of State. It is always a pleasure to have the opportunity to come on air to interact with our Biafrans, because it is high time that we took it upon ourselves to make sure that everyone is carried along. The Biafra agitation struggle is a very spiritual one, which most of us have come to realize that is not something that is done by man alone. Without the hand of the Elohim in this struggle, we wouldn't have been where we are today. So we want to ensure, Biafrans, that we have remained philosophical consistency and ideological consistency in this struggle. And our modus operandi is remaining whiter and whiter and whiter. That's no. We have crossed the Rubicon. We're not going back anymore. Biafra is already here. It's just a matter of time. It will be very, very obvious to everyone that what we have been collectively pursuing is going to be achieved in no instant time. But at this moment, the highest priority is given to our leaders' incarceration in Nigeria. It is very, very appalling that a citizen of the UK is abducted, kidnapped in Kenya without any trial and extraordinary extradition to Nigeria, and they have not taken him to court. This is against all known laws and norms and international agreements. This is the reason why we are coming on air now to tell Biafrans that what is happening in the zoo is lawlessness. Lawlessness in the highest order, that we all need to stand up and support our own. Nnamdi Kanu has sacrificed everything sacrificable in this struggle, and he is ready more to ensure the liberation of the inhabitants of that geopolitical area called Eastern Nigeria, which is Biafra. Even those who hate him, Nnamdi Kanu is fighting to save them. Those who are mocking him, he is fighting to save them. He is now suffering in the hands of the DSS and the so-called intellectuals and politicians in Biafra land are popping up their champion as if the person who is incarcerated is no other person than their own, who is fighting for them and their own children. The Directorate of State is here to tell Biafrans that we are unshakable. We are going to make sure that our leader is released, whether in peace or in pieces. Biafra must be restored. We have come to restore Biafra, and that's what we have come to do. No going back, no retreat, no surrender. We are standing by to take your questions. This is why we are here, to make sure that Biafrans, any questions you may have is clarified, is answered to your own satisfaction, that you go home knowing that we are here and we have remained truthful in everything that we are doing. Our leader is the one that set up this Directorate of State. In his wisdom, he selected people from all walks of life, from every part of Biafra land, and give them in his presence and in his absence. And we live up to the expectation and of our leader. Thank you so much. I am standing by.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my people. Please, I want us, before I open my lines, to start by discussing. You know, at the beginning, Mazi Chinasa, you made a statement. You say IPOB is not in any confusion, which is correct. But I want you to expand on that, because many people are going on the insinuation that there is a confusion in IPOB. There is this, there is that. Is there any confusion in IPOB? Is there any power vacuum, please?
Let me pick up that particular question to clarify you more. In IPOB, there is no power vacuum. In IPOB, there is no confusion. But there is something we have to know. The enemies, which is the Nigerian government, in collaboration with the Southeast politicians, the governors, on top of his game, trying to show people that there is confusion in IPOB. But come to look at it, from the Directorate of State, it is intact, down to the coordinators in different countries, down to Biafra land, there is no confusion. But the people whom they have already paid, who are now coming out on the social media playing the game of division, confusion in IPOB, are the people spreading those false news. For example, we know that Radio Biafra is the... And from time inception, the Nigerian government have tried all they can. They paid the Israeli company to make sure they pull down Radio Biafra. They do, many times we see the Nigerian Broadcasting Company or corporation saying they have pulled down Radio Biafra, they have done this to Radio Biafra, they have done that. Sometimes they come and celebrate. If one of our stations is not working, they come and celebrate. So the Nigerian government and all the agents of the government, all their purpose is just, how do we pull down this Radio Biafra? That's number one. Now, they will do everything. They have done everything they can to make sure that they penetrate on Radio Biafra. When it doesn't work, what do you see? You see a backlash. People will come from all angles, forgetting that the Radio Biafra, the moment is being hijacked or false the information are being displayed on that particular platform, that means we be derailed. So you found many of them, everybody dragging. We could remember how maybe it's not for the public. Some information are classified. We know what we did and the leadership to make sure we grab back Radio Biafra when the ex-deputy leader of IPOB, when he started his shenanigans on the radio. We tried our best. Imagine that all they are ranting now on social media, that they were ranting that on our radio. Where do you think we will be? But because the leadership is always looking ahead, spotting the potential dangers, that things that will derail this struggle. That is why we are guiding Radio Biafra with all our heart, because we know if anything goes wrong there, everything have destroyed. And our leader have always stated very, very clear. Not now he's in detention, always. Even now he's in detention, he has always made it that anything you did not hear on Radio Biafra, that thing does not exist in this struggle. Any truth, any information that does not emanate from Radio Biafra is all propaganda and all lies. That is why when we come on Radio Biafra, we thank all of you who has been anchoring this radio. Everybody have been doing his best. But for the fact it is the target for the Nigerian government, so they can play any kind of propaganda around those things that is happening on Radio Biafra. Reasons, because they know they are holding the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra in their own hand. Their next target is, how do we destroy? When they cannot penetrate, they go on a confusion. Then people talk about there is confusion or there is nothing. They talk about the DOS as if there is confusion. There is nothing like that. Everybody can bear with me. Biafrans are listening to me. That on 14th September, when the enemies attack, during the Operation Python Dance, they attacked our leader's home. What happened? Many people, even those who have not joined IPOB today, everybody said that our leader was killed in that operation. Everybody. For 1 year and 1 month, there were speculations. But I'm making it very clear to Biafrans that in that 1 year and 1 month, there were people who was also close to the leader, from the leadership, who knows that the leader was alive. That tiny voice, many people did not believe them, especially when somebody like Fani Kayode will come on the news and say that our leader is in the ship somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean and they are torturing him. People come with all kinds of theories. They try to put confusion in IPOB. The YouTubers start to make horrible stories that are like moon tales. But in this period, 1 year and 1 month, some people know that the leader was alive. They know he was recuperating, and until he gets to that Israel, everybody saw him and everybody was applauded. There were people who knew. They couldn't allow all this confusion to derail. Everybody, if you ask, I was in a place, people said he has been killed. I was, even in my presence, some people were talking like, that guy has been killed, forget about him, and you people move on. But at the end of the day, they couldn't put that confusion. They couldn't. Now, the same game is playing back, even though that in 2015, IPOB do not have the wider acceptance and followers like we have in today, 2021. Now, you should expect that there are people who will come also with their own propaganda and all these kind of things. The leadership has problem. But if you go to the legal department, the work is still going on. Our leader was, as they arrested our leader, we still have people we are releasing from detention. The administration is working. Then the legal, the finance, there may be challenges. If people come, because we are human beings, there are people who their ideology is not as strong as others. The moment you hear some gossip along the line, they pick up the gossip. You know, our people like show business. So they pick up those things, they start to carry around because they like false information. One thing our people don't understand is this. This is a global movement. Without a secret, this movement can never succeed. Without the DOS keeping some classified information, this movement will not go anywhere. Sometimes people come, they try to poke. They poke the leader. We knew and we know presently whom the government are sponsoring to poke the leadership of this movement. Dave Umahi, I can say this thing on radio. Dave Umahi boasted to us that he is going to sponsor 1 million people to attack IPOB online and on ground. Governor Dave Umahi, and he saw that governors are capable to do it. So what do you expect? They pay money, they tell people, go there, attack them, put confusion, let people don't believe the leadership. We know we are masters in this game. If it is to get a doctorate degree, most of us in this struggle would have been awarded a certificate. Because in the early 2014-15, we know what they did. We know how they attack us. Even some people in IPOB today who have become part of IPOB, where I know some of them who castigated this struggle, try to put confusion knowingly or unknowingly, and at the end of the day, when we come out on top, they said, do you understand me? They think sometimes it is a miracle, but it's because God has given some people the grace, has given some people the knowledge, He has given some people an extra shock observer to be able to withstand all these things. The fight of confusion or not confused and people being misinformed are just the work of the Nigerian government, the DSS, the Southeast governors, the politicians, whom their strategy is very simple. We are holding the leader of indigenous people. This is our main bet. But how do IPOB continue? The DOS is there. So what do? Let's attack the DOS. Let's attack every one of them. Let us carry all sorts of allegations against them. For example, who among us in the DOS have received the insult given to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Have any one of us received such thing? Have any one of us been scandalized on the social media like our leader? No. Our leader have got all the brunt. Now our leader is not there. Most of them don't have anything again to talk about our leader because they know he's in the enemy's camp. Now they are selective. They are looking for who do we attack in this DOS? Who do we say anything? Mazi Doziem say something, they attack him. Tina Sanwo-Olu say something, they attack him. I can say this, the two people, all of them are putting the attack. Reasons are, they know without the leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there is a structure in place that are doing all the job. There are, Mazi Abanim is here. Mazi Nachi is in South America. We have the finance. Even all the things you're hearing, people are creating bogus stories. For example, they attack Mazi Chike Doziem. They attack Tina Sanwo-Olu. They attack Chukwu Former. If anything happen in IPOB, internal, they attack him. They attack any from every side. They ask them to do this attack. It looks like there is confusion. But the bad part of it is this. Some of them who do these things, some people who call themselves, I think they are not strongly deep-rooted in IPOB, they follow them. They start to nurse this fear. Oh, they say like this. But those who know who Tina Sanwo-Olu is, those who know who Mazi Doziem is, those who know who Chukwu Former is, you can talk anything. This is a journey of destiny. It's not a journey because I want to come here to do something or want you to know me. It's a journey of destiny. If you want to believe, you believe. But one thing is this. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have built a structure that can stand the test of time. No matter any confusion, no matter any attack, both from the media, both on ground. Thank God by now we already have ESN on ground. We are not shaking. You can't threaten Biafrans. Forget about what people will talk. You don't dictate for us. We are all waiting. People come, they make stories, they talk, they want to create panic. You don't create panic in IPOB because the information you are disseminating, we have an accurate information, we have classified information. Your information only based what you hear on social media. You do not have any other source of information apart you go on social media, you listen to YouTubers, you listen gossip, then you use it to equate the leadership of IPOB. So, Mazi, in terms of confusion, there is no confusion in IPOB. IPOB, within this period that happened, we know how we control we understand the feelings, the fears, and the leadership. The continental reps has been given to speak to the countries they are in charge of. They're being informed, both in Biafra land, that if you want to create the panic, put one thing in your mind. After you create all the panic, after the little money they have paid you to dance around on social media, the end will justify the means. And at that particular time, we have spotted you. We are not in democracy. Liberation movement is not democracy. That time, we have spotted you. We know who you are. We know what you can do when the leader is not there. If you have an attitude that because the leader is not there, you have to set the movement on fire, you are going to fail. And at the end of the day, all you have caused will be looking to you in your faces. For that reason, Mazi, I am going to stop here because I have my colleague also with me in this program, which is Mazi Abanyem, so that I'll be able to give his own contribution over what I have said. But so far, I will stop here and give room for him to speak. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you. Mazi Abanyem, I think, do you have something to add on it, please? You can go on.
Yeah, thank you, Maz. Maz, thank you so much. You have you said it all already. You have just touched every aspect of the struggle where they are trying to dismantle. I said it time without number that the IPOB has a structure that is impregnable. People will try to to come in to destroy, but the foundation is rock solid. We have come to restore Biafra, and Biafra will be restored. The Directorate of State is their target because it was the radio failed woefully. Now attacking the Directorate of State because they knew that the Directorate of State is the backbone of the struggle in the absence of our leader. They are coming with all manner of gossip and accusation and allegation against DOS, but doesn't hold water. So in the end, it's very, very certain they are going to fail. This is the Directorate of State that have been working assiduously in this struggle. We have been silent. Everybody's the scene. The DOS is running this struggle from day to day in every continent of the world. If we have been doing this for more than 10 years, why now? Why should we now fail? Why should we now compromise when our leader is incarcerated? This is not the first time we're having challenges in this struggle. We have overcome many challenges in the past, and the same way, this one will be a history very soon, because, well, like I said already, what we are doing is more spiritual than physical, and only those that are spiritually inclined will understand where we are going and what we are doing. But our ideological and philosophical consistency in this struggle remains the same. Unless Biafra is restored, our job is not done. Those who are dreaming and hallucinating that they are going to come into the IPOB struggle to destroy, they are wasting their time, because if you get one person out of the DOS, you have not gotten the whole of your DOS. There's no time you can always get the whole of DOS compromising the struggle. It's not possible, not in this world, not in a million years, because we are from different continents, we are from different Biafran national ethnicity, wherever our leader has, selected the people to come together and work as one unit, one body, pursuing one collective goal. So all the attempts they have been making, remember that in 2015, they brought people that come on air and the media to say that they have fired our leader. Now they have taken over. They brought this tripod and delayed them and so on, that they are now leading the Biafra struggle, that our leader has been sacked or removed. But all those things, we overcome all those things, and Biafra is here. DOS stands standing firm, and the IPOB remains phenomenal. It is the highest, largest movement of a people in the whole world. There is no other movement like IPOB. So the zoo has tried. They have spent. Remember that they have budgets of hundreds of millions dollars to destroy this struggle. They have paid some lobbyists every part of the world to proscribe IPOB. They failed. They have done everything humanly possible to destroy or to bring confusion to IPOB. It was not possible. Now they believe that as they have arrested our leader, they are going to destroy the struggle. That's why you're seeing all these things happening. People are coming from east and west, left and right, in one concocted story and after another to try to deceive the gullible ones. But they are dead on arrival, because we are not going anywhere. We have crossed the Rubicon. Our goal is Biafra restoration, and that is what we are going to do. Come rain, come shine. Thank you so much, Mazi.
Thank you, Mazi. I will have two questions, but I will ask one first before the other one, before opening the lines. Now, please, considering the situation of things now, about the extraordinary rendition of our leader, his incarceration, illegal incarceration, there are some people you can hear, yeah? Those that are in that they will only obey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and no other person. Sometimes they can come up even on air or try to incite this type of thing, this type of phrase, or even on social media. It become a common thing. Yeah, I can only obey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and I cannot obey any other person. No other person can command me. So that is one. And what about those also that genuinely, I say genuinely, love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, but out of emotion, can I call it ignorance or naivety, they are doing or saying things against our progress in their deeds, their utterances, which they think that they are doing out of the love they have. So what will you tell, or what will you say about this type of two sets of people? Please, over to you.
Yes, Mazi. If I may comment, like you already have said, some people are doing this out of love. Nnamdi Kanu. But they forgot that he was free. He's the one that gives directives. And whatever he says stands. So if you love Nnamdi Kanu, you want to obey him, you want to follow him, and then you are disobeying the Directorate of State or any presidential officer in this IPOB struggle, then you are making a great mistake, because the Directorate of State is synonymous to Nnamdi Kanu. He said in many occasions that in every country it has a national coordinator. That person represents. So if you disobey your national coordinator, if you castigate him, you are castigating Nnamdi Kanu. There's no two ways about it. So the Directorate of State are here representing Nnamdi Kanu. Whatever we are doing is a blueprint he has laid down for us. So if I already have interacted with many people who are writing me or sending me things in that line of argument. If you think we have any leadership problem, a leadership vacuum, then you know that you are indirectly or indirectly accusing Nnamdi Kanu of incompetence. Because whatever we are doing in this IPOB, in this Directorate of State, is what Nnamdi Kanu has directed. So I don't see the reason why somebody will say, you love Nnamdi Kanu, but you don't love representing him. Those he has chosen in his wisdom to do this work, you castigate them, you denigrate them, you say all manner of things against them, casting aspersion in what they're doing. Men of honor and dignity, women of noble character who have come together for the sake of selfless service for our nation, Biafra. Don't we have other things to do instead of coming here every time to talk about Biafra? Most of us are very busy. Most of us are professionals. We have families. We have paid employment. But IPOB remains a phenomenon. It remains the highest goal we set for ourselves. I said it many times in Europe here during our meetings and rallies that the restoration of Biafra is the highest thing any of us can achieve in this life. You might have some wealth to build houses, start up businesses, whatever, but when you die, those things are gone. Another person maybe never labored for those things made them. But if you partake in the Biafra Restoration Project, your name will be immortalized. Your name will be written in gold. That is the highest achievement. Now we are talking about some people that died centuries ago. We learn them in our history at school and in the books, when we read books or when we watch movies. We remember quotes from such people of honor and noble character. Why do we remember them? Why do we reiterate their quotes? Why do we use their wisdom to make statements? It's because they lived selfless lives. They have not pursued material wealth. They have pursued honor and dignity for themselves, for their families, or for their nation. We talk about things fall apart. We remember Chinua Achebe. Without that book, all the people that died during the time Chinua Achebe died, how many of them are we remembering today? It's just because of his work. And that work is for the people of Biafra, for the people of the world. We remember him because of that. So if you have partaken in Biafra restoration struggle, you will be remembered forever. So those who are even dreaming of collecting money to betray the struggle, they have not even realized what they are doing. Where are you going to enjoy the money? On which planet are you going to enjoy that money without having a home called your own? We're all in diaspora. We have everything we should have. The nationality of countries where we are, we have job, we have everything, but you're not at home. Somebody will still ask you one day, where do you come from? Because your color is different. Where do you come from? That reminds you that you are not a even if you are a citizen, but you are still not an indigenous to this place. You are not indigenous to this place, and that reminds you that one needs to go home. All the children we have in abroad, there are more than 5 million children in the diaspora of Biafran descent. If Biafra is not restored, those children are not yours. Because wherever you grow up, the environment where that shape your character is where you belong. We all are craving and hungry to go home because that is where we were born, that's where we grew up. And those childhood memories are the things that are pulling us back. Go back and remember the old times that we were young. If your children grow up in the Western world and get old, where is he going to remember? Is he going to remember a place he has never been, or the place where he grew up? So when he remembers the place he grew up, then he's in the Western world. And when he got married, like Nnamdi Kanu has said many times, when your child get married to a foreigner in a diaspora, then you are finished, because there's no time that child will go back home and settle down and represent you according to our culture. So it is very, very important that we bear in mind that those who are trying to denigrate what we are doing, casting aspersion in everything that our DOS is doing, they are here to, to face a surprise, because we are not going anywhere. We have some mindset. Make sure that this struggle is brought to a conclusive end, where Chukwuka Abịama will be honored in the land of Biafra now and forevermore. That is our goal. Thank you, Mazi. Mazi Nwodo, I don't know if you have anything to add.
Yes,
Mazi Nwodo, please, before you continue, let me announce here, because many people are calling. Please, Biafrans all over the world, stop calling. This is not the time to call. Listen first. Some people are impatient, and this is why we are talking about emotion. Hold your emotion on. I will announce the number officially, and it will be open. Please stop calling. You are disturbing the lines. Please, thank you. Mazi, please come. Mazi Chinasa.
Yeah, Mazi Jonathan. I will pick up your question, which you said why some people say they believe in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but they don't believe in the leadership. Sometimes people want us to talk like a gentleman. People want us to talk like a senator, talk like a local government chairman. When we come to this radio, we speak so that people will understand. But I do tell people, we are not senators. We are not neither those ones they are thinking. We are rebels. Rebels in the sense we are rebelling against the injustice. We are against things that us. They are rebelling against everything, the marginalization, the killing, everything. We are rebelling against them. And for that reason, if I say that I'm a rebel, I shouldn't be distorted. Now, there are people who say these people this is what they call self-deceit. And they don't last long in anywhere. Let me tell you something. Anyone who will see the level, the movement of this struggle in over 120 countries or more, you say it's only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can tell me what you tell me, and I agree. You are stupid. I said it on this platform because you are deceiving yourself. We are only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but you communicate to other people who are not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You communicate with IPOB members. You take help from them. You understanding me? Some of them, not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, doing it. This is the love that this family have brought to people. Then in within yourself, you say no, but you can take this from other people on behalf that you're a member of IPOB, but it's only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu I can listen to. Mazi, what do you call that? What will you say that it is? When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not there, you run to the IPOB family to do things with them, to bring yourself so close. And you go out there, you tell them it's only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will tell you what to do. You are deceiving yourself. You must know that. And they said there was one popular, and indiscipline is also disturbing you, because they said we used to say it when we were growing up. Eddie Mason was a very fine footballer. He played very well. Some analysts will say he couldn't go far in his football career because he was indisciplined. That he couldn't, because of indiscipline. In everything you do in life, discipline matters so much. You must be disciplined. And why we ask everybody to make sure you align yourself with IPOB, reasons are, for example, in IPOB, when you align yourself with the IPOB family, you are protected. You are highly protected. Anywhere in the world you can go and you inform your coordinator, I am going here, I am going there. You will be received. People can testify. Many people who do receive help from IPOB families around the world, they don't even know who the people are, how they look like. But you can pick up a phone and call somebody in America and tell them I have a problem. He pays your house rent. You can pick up the phone and call somebody in Asia. They raise money, pay your medical bills without even knowing who you are. They don't know how you look like. And you can call somebody, I am IPOB, I have a business, and he go follow you because you are IPOB. Then at the end of the day, you don't want to listen to the leadership. Let me give you another example. In this struggle, the media department, I can tell you, headed by Mazi Former, I can tell you for 3 years or more, Mazi Jonas, you are in the media, have only do 2 to 3 years. I think since Onyendu came out in Israel, have Onyendu come to the media people and talk to them, this is what you have to do, this is what you have to do? No. Onyendu doesn't come to the media because he knows there are capable hands who have been running the media. He knows that if the former is there, he have indoctrinated all of you on the ideology of this struggle. And whether to put the former is not there, you people can run this media without any interference. The same thing goes to the legal. Onyendu can only, when he hears the cases of people are being detained, he will call the legal department. You people take care of this, and I'm hearing, and the legal issue will be going on. He wants results. Only results. You tell him, he will be happy. Onyendu, we have released 5 people. We have released 10 people. He said, good. That means he trusted the people on those departments. Now, you go to finance. Maybe he look at the finance. The money that's supposed to be coming in, the people handling it are doing it. This is a leader. He have already set these structures. It took time to put these things and get trusted people to handle them. Like what Mazaba and my colleague said here, it is impossible to betray the DOS. For somebody to destroy reasons. Somebody is in America, somebody is in Europe, another one in the Middle East, in Asia, in Africa. I'm telling you, it is, let me tell you, highly impossible to corrupt the DOS. And besides, it's like, let me give an example. I'm just trying to let people to understand. It's just like when those who do stole away, traveling with a ship to another country, hiding in the tanks. If you eventually, those who used to do those stole away, first you go to the shipping line, you look at how many crew are these Chinese crew members. If all of them are Chinese crew, you avoid that vessel. Because it is very easy, they will kill you and throw you inside the ocean. Very simple. But when you go to the crew, you found out that there is one Indian, one African, one Japanese, one European. When there are a mixture of people from different religious beliefs, it's difficult to kill you and throw you in the ocean for those who make stowaway. Because it is very impossible that all of them will agree for you to be killed. With different, there are some, oh, I'm a Hindu, I don't want you to kill this person. This person says, I'm a born again Christian. This said, I am a Muslim, you can't kill this person. Why I am saying this is for those who think the DOS can be easily infiltrated. It is impossible. Because everybody in the DOS, they are all independent-minded people. They can oppose you with any idea you come that they know that will disrupt this thing. And they will leave you. And that is what happened to the former deputy leader. When he thought that, okay, he will come there, he will bamboozle people, when he saw the independent mind, he know that he cannot go on air, demonize the leader, challenge the leader, do anything he wants. Everybody was, the same. He said, no, you are crossing the line. So anybody who is seeing himself, number one, he is selfish, he's indisciplined, he has nothing, no matter what he does, he has nothing, he's not helping to build this institution. Every one of us here have capability to be on social media. Open. It is as simple as ABCD. People, as I am talking on this platform, for those who hear my voice, do I look like somebody if I come on social media to open this and that I can't find my level? No. If I open the social media tomorrow, I put on social media, I start talking. It is free, but do not use because you have come to that level, you use it to destroy an institution. This is where we have problem with you. If you use it, you say, I don't want to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't want to listen to the DOS when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not there. You are free. But when you turn your channel to become an attacking dog against the DOS, then you know you are going no-go area. You can back. You can shout. It doesn't matter. This is an institution. The DOS is an institution. If you don't want to, for example, you don't want to understand what they're doing, you feel that you're listening, you're doing it to yourself. The one thing that I know, and members of the Directorate of State, is that we are leaving a legacy that tomorrow we may not be there. Chinasa Nworu will never live forever. Mazi Abani will not live forever. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not live forever. But when we step out, the new set of people comes in, like what Mazi Abani saying, those who use their quote, they can continue from there, because consistency is what matters in this thing. Consistency. If we can be consistent, it's not today we go and form customary court, we go and form customary government, we go and form this. No, we are the people come. They told us turn the DOS to Biafra Parliament. Some people say turn it to de facto government. All this advice, people have given it to us. If the DOS do not, I know when some people were crazy, change this DOS, we don't believe they are fit for no this, they are this, they are that, they bring their idea. It was somebody in the DOS before brought this idea, you see, this de facto government. We told him, Papa, this thing will not work. There is nothing like de facto government. We need to make sure we secure the house. Now he has sold that rubbish to the people. Have it failed or not? Master Jonathan, have these people saying the de facto government, have that de facto government failed or not?
It has failed woefully.
They brought that de facto government. It became an issue in the Directorate of State. Our leader looked at it. He told them it is not time. Most of us objected. We don't have to call this DOS de facto government in exile. The time have not reached. They got agitated, they got angry because they think they are more wiser than Google. They went and they formed. Finally, they whether he sold that de facto government as whether it was a business venture or what, I can't understand. When they sold it, everybody was there when they launched the government, de facto government. How far? How far have they gone? Where have they gone? But we remain in the Directorate of State. That name will remain. It will ring bell in the hearts of our children. Because consistency is what only can get us to where we are going. Let me go to the second question you asked about those doing Biafra. Sorry, they are not IPOB. They are not this thing. I will tell you, everybody is welcome in this movement. Nobody is being, there is nothing like segregation or say no. Yeah. But we are making something very clear. There are many groups fighting for Biafra. We cannot deny that fact. There are many groups fighting for Biafra. Some people call themselves Bilie. Some want to get Biafra in customary court in Owerri. I don't know what those people call themselves also. Some say they are Mason. Some say they are de facto government. The other one say he's BMI. Everybody fighting for Biafra. Sorry, Mazi. Now, in all this, everybody is fighting for Biafra, right or wrong? They have their own decisions. They have their own methodology, how they are fighting for their Biafra. We accept them. If they come to IPOB and say, I am part of this movement, IPOB, we will tell them you are welcome. There was a time Paul was called Saul. If you change and they understand and abide in ideology, because we know it is only IPOB have taken this struggle very far beyond what people even imagine. Now, if IPOB has been working with this, with our principles, the way we have spread this struggle all around the world, create the awareness, we need to continue. We have our blueprint. We don't need to come and sing it to people. We know where we are going. Now, if on the way we are doing these things, somebody now want to use the name of Biafra, that because we are Biafrans, we can say, no, we are all Biafrans. But there must be somebody who will lead this thing, who is getting it to the higher level. If IPOB don't distinguish themselves from what is happening, tomorrow, if Biafra comes, you will see those people who were 20 in number sitting in one beer parlor. They will come and tell you, we fought for Biafra. I was the general secretary of this. I was this, I was that. No, you must distinguish yourself in whatever you are doing. And that is what IPOB is doing. And we are not only distinguishing, we are leading the pace. All of those people who talk about Biafra, we know some of them have been in the group of those people who have failed. They want to bring the same ideology. He said, no, you cannot come and infiltrate in IPOB, diffuse us. We know you have the passion, but why not follow the principles of IPOB, the code of conduct of IPOB, understand the tactics we are using, know when to talk and when not to talk. This is all what we are saying. But you can't jump because you're Biafra. And finally, let me tell you something. You see this issue, we are Biafra, we say the way. This is what happened in the NSAS program. NSAS protest that just happened. When they were attacking people in Iguacha, we were shouting on this radio. We called many of the people, our people in Iguacha. We told them, don't go out when it is 6 o'clock. We were shouting it on this radio. We were giving them security advice. We were calling people to be careful in Iguacha when Wike was committing his genocide. The Mazi Jonathan, I will tell you one thing. Do you know that 70% of the people in Iguacha kidnapped and abducted in Iguacha, sent to the north? Do you know? See, let me say 80% of them are not IPOB members.
Yeah, of course. IPOB bought the.
Thank you. I spoke to many of them. When I'm trying to understand which family you are, he told me, I asked them, where were you? What happened to you? How did they take you? Because whenever we release them from Abuja, there must be an interview granted. We understand. Some of them said, I was with my friends sitting in one beer parlor there drinking. These are people, they didn't hear us. They didn't want to hear what we are saying.
Because they felt unconcerned. It doesn't concern me.
Who is IPOB to tell us what we are doing? We were shouting on radio. IPOB spent millions of naira to secure their band. They were saying Idibo now, Idibo, waiting concern me. But at the end of the day, they were profiled as Igbo people. Moved them to the north. Many of them died. Who bear the brunt? If IPOB did not step into those cases, they will still, most of them will still be dying now in the north. IPOB paid the legal fees. IPOB took all the responsibility. Bring them down home. So when somebody bring this idea, we are all Biafrans. Yes, we are all Biafrans. We don't. But there is people leading this struggle. You have not. At least we have gotten an experience. We know what happens to our people. We know. And something you want us to come on air because you're a Biafran, we split every information about IPOB. We give you all the classified information. Even if when giving it to you, will you accept it? You will go to the beer parlor, you talk, you say, forget that IPOB. That is it. So what we are saying is this. Yes, you're a Biafran, but we are saying, listen to the voice of the people who are championing this cause. When we tell you stop, stop. It is for your own good. It's for your own good. When we tell you, wait, there is something we are seeing, you don't see it. There is something that is happening where you don't see it. IPOB have different departments. We gather our intels. We know. For example, finally, you saw like they are attacking us on social media, everybody coming. People knows. One of the people whom Dave Omahe gathered in Ebonyi State, the people they gathered, you understand me, gathered in Ebonyi State who are attacking us, somebody from there inboxed us. He said, Oga Mekuna no vessel. We are here, this is where we are being paid to do this. So don't you understand me? This is the game. But you are in social media ranting. He gives you evidence. From some members, some of our members in the DOS who understand, because not everybody keep his mouth. I think some of them have received some audio, classified information from people they are holding. They have received information and they cannot doubt those information. We don't share it on air. We don't do anything. If we are telling you to stop over this rendition issue, I will ask you to listen to IPOB. But if you think you can do it for love, it's understood. Nobody's telling you you love. But what we are saying is this. If something not good come on top of it, it will be difficult for us to defend you. Very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. That is what is the case. IPOB, we have our plans, like my colleague said here. Onyendu already he said you people have the master plan. You know what to do. Continue from there. You want us to come and show it to you? You can be in everything. There must be people who have the master plan of something. It's not everybody. That is one thing we have to know. That is one thing we have to know. The moment we accept those things, any day we fail, other people take over. That is one thing that is in life. Being a member of DOS is a temporary something. I was not there. I became a member of DOS in 2017, and I'm not going to be there for life. But one thing is this, I will make sure, and I swear on this radio, I have said it many times, if I, Tina Sanwo-Olu, betray this struggle, if I, Tina Sanwo-Olu, go against this struggle, you will not talk about me. I will commit suicide and I will make it open. It is as simple as that. It is not we didn't come here to play. We are not here to make money. Because if you talk about money or life, we have touched life. What else do I want? What else do I want? But I found out that after all these things, that we are nowhere. Our people are suffering. We are scavenging all over the world. I have seen our people personally. I have traveled to almost 30 countries. I have seen our people. The same cry everywhere. Go to China. We have thousands of our youths in prison on death row. Go to Dubai. Go to Turkey. then at the end of the day, you ask yourself, what is all these things for? When you are young, you may travel, you are better. When the time is coming, you realize that you came from somewhere, like Mazaba said, and that place, where is start calling you back. You must return home. And that is what we have to do. We are not only returning home, we are coming to build a home for our future generation. For us, it's finished. What are we going to enjoy? My teenage age is gone. What else? So we are only building for the next generation. That is all. And that we are going to do no matter any obstacle. And if you think you can be an obstacle for indigenous people of Biafra or for this DOS, it is not that somebody said you are arrogant, you are this. No, we are not arrogant. We are telling you what we will do. We will crush you. It doesn't matter who you are. This is freedom fighting. This is not democracy. We are fighting for survival. And that is what I have to say this evening, Mazi. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Mazi, let me, there's something I want to also clarify because you touched it. You know, our people are so sentimental. That is why, you know, if you're listening to my program, I always talk about sentiments, our people acting on emotion. Therefore, most of, some of all these social media speakers, many of them you see, some of them are not even members of IPOB, but they talk about Biafra. Now, some, can I say, is it ignorant? Some ignorant people will be, as far as the person is talking about IPOB, about Biafra, which is good. But they want, you know, they cannot see the difference that, look, IPOB is a movement with structure. We have our modus operandi. You know, some of all these people, they are subtle. They will be riding at the back of IPOB. Once they are talking, you think that they are IPOB members or, you know, and now people will equate them. Now, let this person now do something. Or, you know, why not do what? The person will now use it, maybe be given a kind of command. And some, how can I call it? Some ignorant people, they will be seeing it as it is something normal, without knowing that IPOB, no matter, you should do something of your own about Biafra, as you said, there is no problem about it. But don't come to interfere in our modus operandi as a movement. This is an organized movement. Please, Mazi, can you shed just in a few minutes, shed more clarity on it? Because this is very important.
Yeah, Maz, let me clarify that particular point. You know, most of these people who come on air, who come making social media, do you know who recommended most of them? There was a reason why some of them only do. But I'm not going to say it on air. Most of them who are speaking on social media today, I know how Onyendu recommended them. I know when we decided, Onyendu, you don't attack, we don't respond to anybody, because there were too many people, even this one that died in this Edo guy that died, who was attacking our leader. When we found out most of them who were talking, coming on social media talking, we tell our leader, you won't respond to anybody. Let's promote people who are like them. So that was how they were recommended. But we are really, you understand me? Now they have grown wings. Some of them have grown wings. But they don't know that people said, okay, this person is doing well, this person is doing well, this person is doing well. Let's just use them, promote them, so that when you are not even online, they can be doing some job. But people don't know. And they are, you see some of them now talking, they don't even know what is happening. But brother, there is no smoke without fire. Onyendu did not wake up like this, and go to recommend people. No, there was a job done on the ground. There were research did on the ground. How do we counter all these stupid people coming on this thing talking? You can't respond to them. We said, let's get these people because they are talking about Biafra. One thing they fail to understand, talk about Biafra just on social media. If you don't belong to the people who are championing this, you, at the end of the day, and finally, some of them, their mind is little. If you really want to follow this struggle, the Biafra struggle, you understand that IPOB is doing a very great job. But you found it difficult to leave your tiny stuff you think you have built for yourself. For example, it's a big opportunity to broadcast on BTV because it's going to grow on Radio Biafra. Because you feel that you're on small social media, Facebook, talking, let me not use that word before they say I'm arrogant. Then we're telling you, no, do it this way because we are your mirror. We see what you are doing. We tell you, no, go this way. Now you say, no, I won't do it. But you say you love Nnamdi Kanu and you're following him, and you won't even take a simple instruction from the instruction. That is why I call them Chichi Dodo. They are Chichi Dodo. Those birds, they don't like to eat shit, but they go inside the shit, they pick up the maggots. That is all I have to say, Mazi. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Mazi Agbanyem, do you have anything to say or do I continue? Do you have anything to say, please?
Just a few points, to complement what he just said. Another thing we ought to bear in mind in this group of people is that most of them are paid to do what they are doing. Okay, their paymasters expect them to do what they are doing, and they are doing all those things to be able to earn their daily bread. So, if anyone doesn't to call IPOB or mention the Directorate of State, they will remain irrelevant. So they are coming out calling IPOB, criticizing Nnamdi Kanu, passing aspersion to DOS in order to get popular, in order to become relevant to the public. Because this happened at the beginning of this struggle. Our leaders said they are going to talk about us. They're going to talk about us. That time has come. Now they are talking about us. Before they didn't want to talk about us. Even in the diaspora here. Now they are talking about us. So those people, when they make impression, when they want to make name, they want to climb the ladder of fame. They are climbing on the back of IPOB to make their names. So without any news, without those fake news they are propagating and concocting against Biafra's struggle and the IPOB. They are not going to be where they are today. So if I pay you money as a contractor to do this for me, do that for me. If you're not doing it, I will stop paying you. So they are doing all those. Most of them. I'm not saying all. Most of them are doing all those things to get their money. Okay. Now another thing you need to know about them is that some of them are also not of Biafran descent, but they just register their names with Biafran names. So that when they make negative comments, you think, oh, a Biafran is criticizing, okay, I have to follow. They are not Biafrans. That's what we should bear in mind. Most of them that are, casting aspersion on what we are doing, going against this struggle, going against DOS, going against Nnamdi Kanu, they are not Biafrans. But when you see their names, you think they are Biafrans, but they are, in reality, they are not Biafrans. So that's what we should bear in mind, and we should not always trying to stop and throw stone to any dog that backs us in our way, because our journey is long. If you want to reach your destination, you will grow a thick skin when you come across such a set of people. Because if you always up to throw stone to a dog that backs you on your way, you're not going to reach your destination. That's what we have learned, and that's what we are doing. We remain ideologically and philosophically consistent, and that is going to lead us to Biafra restoration.
Thank you. Let me ask this last question. Don't forget, this is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. Today is the 27th day of August in the year of our Lord 2021. Why I am here with some members of the DOS, Mazi Sanwo-Oro and Mazi Agbanyem. Why we are doing this? Because as I said, some people have been calling, they are always too emotional, too quick to call, to speak without listening. That is one thing, some of our people are always fond of doing. So why we start by clarifications making all this clarification because it might cover, even answer the question you want to ask. Ask a question that has been answered here. I will acknowledge for your information, please. So it is very good for you to listen attentively. You listen attentively. Maybe the question you want to ask have been answered even in this discussion. That is why we are doing what we are doing. So my last question before I open the line is: many people, it will be in the minds of many people asking, what about ESN? Is ESN intact? Please, this will be the last question before I open the lines. Mazi, over to you.
Master Jonathan, the ESN, which was formed on 12th, which was launched on 12th December 2020 by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB family worldwide, I can tell you, are intact. They are intact. And that is what I have to say on that particular issue. They are intact. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very well. Thank you very much. Mazi Abanyim, I think it's answered. Or do you want to say anything before I open the lines?
Yeah, what I want to add is that we should all bear in mind their duty is to protect our forests. Some people are expecting to see them in the streets carrying gun and policing the people. That is not the purpose of ESN. Our military is not launched. Our leader has promised that when the time comes, we're going to launch our own military, who will be in Biafra land, in the streets, and in the anywhere we want them to be. But the ESN is specifically in the forest, protecting our farmland. They can go to farm to avoid starting our people again. So that's all we want to say. ESN is intact, and they are still in the bush. So, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now we shall go on just a few minutes break, so that when we come back, we'll open my lines and call the lines and open it. Have the privilege, the opportunity of calling and asking your question. We shall be right back.
Rising sun, rising sun. Biafra is the only hope of Africa. Biafra is the only hope of Africa.
and we betray. Why the people them trust? Today's heroes are fighting. This is a spiritual battle. Let us unite and give Biafra a meaning. If we don't take time, we can remain in this land. No freedom of speech, no freedom of expression, no freedom of worship, no freedom of religion. Justice denied. Oh, no. Oh, my own very people. Justice denied. Hey. On the rising sun. Hey. Justice denied.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House Service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name is Maz Jonathan Chinedu, and with me here are Mazi China Sanworu and Mazi Abanyim, members of the Directorate of State DOS. Our lines are now open. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Let me repeat it for the last time. Direct line +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, WhatsApp and signal lines +61 405 142 547. Please let me say this. Today, restrict your questions or your submissions and suggestions to 3 minutes maximum. If you pass 3 minutes, I will cut you, please, because many people will love to speak. I have a call. Let me please call us up and signal. Hold on, let me take this call. Direct line caller, please. Welcome to the program. No, the line is on. Let me take this caller up. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Where is him? Where is him? I think a caller on WhatsApp. Are you there? Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Are you there? Can you hear me? No, I think it's gone. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? My goodness. Okay. Let me. Caller on signal. Caller on signal. Welcome to the program. Caller on signal. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi, thank you so much for picking my call. Am I coming out?
You are 100% clear. Please go on. You have 3 minutes. Go on, please.
Okay. Yes, Mazi, thank you. Mazi, really, I don't have a question, but I just want to congratulate my brother, China Sanworu and Mazi Abayim, for coming out today to get this issue, this argument, or these things that make our people to be confused. I just want to thank them for clarification, and I say may God bless them. But Master, please, by the special grace of God, I am IPOB National PRO here in Austria. Allow me to announce our upcoming...
Go on. You have permission. Go on, please. Go on.
Okay, thank you, Mazi. Please, we the IPOB Austria, we are calling once again our people for the upcoming protest we are having on 9th of September. Please, and this test is taking place by Kenya Embassy and UN Embassy in Vienna. Please, all zonal coordinators, we want you please to send this message to your members him we begin to take free. Please, we are begging all of us to make sure that we attend to this protest. And it's going to take place in the address where we are going to meet. Is going to be at Donau City, Strat number 6 in 22 districts. Please, we are begging all of us begin to take your free so that we can be able to let the world know that the extraordinary rendition of the Martin Nnamdi Kanu is something that we are not going to keep quiet. And Nigerian government has not released him in the prison of DSS. This is where we stand and will continue to shout, continue to let the world, to allow the world that they should come and listen to our cause, because we cannot continue to put our hands watching Nigerian government killing our people. I mean, trying to make mothers and fathers widow. It cannot continue. So please, let all our Yoruba brothers, our Ambazonian brothers, please come and join us on this protest. And as you come, may Elohim Chukwuka bless you. Thank you so much for picking my call. Thank you so much.
Thank you for sticking to the time. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Why is the WhatsApp going there? Or is it from them? I don't know. Let me pick this caller on direct line. Caller on me. Caller on direct line. No. I will do something on this direct line. I don't know whether it's from caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Please start by telling us your name and where you're calling from. You have 10 minutes. Caller on the WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Am I coming out clear?
You are. Please go on. Please, this question, am I coming out clear? If you are speaking, if you are not coming out clear, it's my duty to tell you, not to ask. Go on, please. We're in a serious business today. We are in a serious business here. Go on, you have 10 minutes. Go on. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Hear me?
Hello, am I coming out clear?
Go on. I are coming out clear. Go on. Or are you not hearing me? Go on.
Thank you. Thank you. Please, okay. The question I want to ask to the DOS, I know and I believe that our leader gave the direct order to suspend the platform that they were scheduled to hold on until our leader is released. Now that the sit at home have been suspended, are we going to fold our hands until on the 28th of on the 21st of October, when our leader will be going to court, before we can have another sit at home? While we are sitting at home, which people will be going to the court premises to in solidarity to our leader? So I want to know.
Thank you.
Why is at home? Is there any other that they can give so that the fans will be engaging themselves with? That is number one question. Then secondly, why is it that the DOS keep on attacking people on social media instead of get themselves busy to do the needful? Because they have grown past the stage of coming to attack some people, both those that are relevant and those that are not relevant.
Do you have
and neither are not known for those areas. So I think they have to leave anyone that is talking on social media to do the talking, why they do the action. So I want to know let them explain if they are.
Thank you for your question.
Of attacking people on social media, or they should leave that one to the people that are talking on social media to answer.
Thank you. So that others will come in, please. Thank you very much for the questions. Thank you very much. Mazi, over to you. Do you hear the questions?
Yes. Mazi. Thank you so much, my brother, who just asked the question.
let me clarify him. There is DOS doesn't attack. DOS consists of many people, not one person. So I don't think there is a place DOS. Come and attack somebody. DOS is not
question.
DOS is not a name of a person. DOS is the body governing this movement. So if anybody doing something personally or attack somebody, it might be on a personal ground. That is number one. Number two, your first question, you say, are we going to sit? In a couple of days' time, the HOD, like we told all of you before, that the sit at home was suspended by the order of our leader, Mazonian. We don't want to talk about it, go deep on it, but I'm making it very clear here that the DOS have alternative plans. We do understand our people, the law, and we have alternative plans. And I think the HOD before the week run, before this weekend runs out, will unveil those plans to Biafrans. And I know all of you is going to give support for it. This is a struggle and a movement. We are not going to sit and wait the 21st of October. Are we sure they are going to bring our leader to court on 21st of October? How sure are you? For that reason, because of what they have done, the DOS have other plans which are not to be made public. Because as soon as we make it public, you are also playing your cards on your enemy's table. They will have counter operations and counter plans against whatever we are doing. So I do beg most of our people, do not push the DOS to come and play all their cards on the table. Even though we are not going to play it, even though you try to push us. But I'm also begging, I'm urging all of you, do not, we have continental reps, we have unit coordinators. You people are having meetings. I mean, for example, in the Middle East where I am, we do have meetings on a weekly basis. The coordinators, we do explain. It is the duty of the coordinators also to go down and explain to people the plans, other things. And when they absorb those information, they understand there are plans on the channel. We want our people to believe in this DOS. DOS is not a one person. DOS is not two people. These people from let me say so what I'm telling you that DOS is we have a plan, and that plan also will make a much difference in what we are doing. And that plan also is already there, but we want to make sure we announce it at the right time. And when we announce it, everybody fall in line. We always give our people time to demonstrate themselves. Also, we give them time so that they prepare themselves for the next action. So, my brother, I do understand your concern, and I'm telling you, like this weekend, today is Friday, maybe before the weekend, I don't know, the HOD is working out on the plans, and he will come and also he will announce to Biafrans, and we are calling every one of you to be part of that plan. They are all channeling towards to release our leader from that DSS dungeon. Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I don't know, Mazi Agbayim, do you have anything to say?
Yes, I want to add a little thing there from the first question you asked, that's why sitting at home on the court day and who is going to be in Abuja. Mazi, I think we are expecting our people to travel a day or two before the court day. If you travel to Abuja the same day, you will not make it to the court before the court is closed. So we are expecting those who want to go to Abuja to go a day before or 2 days before, even some days before, so that on that very court day, our people will be in Abuja, while in Biafra land will be a ghost town in demonstration of the injustice and the double standard that Nigeria is playing against Biafra. Not only our leader, but remember that chain on our leader's hand is chain on Biafra. So whatever our leader is going through, he's going through that in the position of. So we need to show our grievances in many ways. On that day, we are expecting our Biafran people to be in Abuja in mass, while in Biafra land we have a ghost town. That's it. I think that's the answer, Matt. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, caller on WhatsApp, hold on. Let me pick this caller on direct line. Caller on direct line once again. Can you hear me? No. Please. The direct line, please. I don't know what is up. Caller on, I have a caller on, I have callers, not even a caller. I think I have callers on Signal and WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp, please unmute yourself and ask your question or make your contributions, if you may. Caller on WhatsApp.
Can you hear me?
Yes. I've been speaking. You're not hearing. Please go on.
Can you hear me?
Go on. Please go on. Go on. You have 3 minutes. Go on, please.
My question is this. My question directly to my question is this. I listened step by step to the. My name is Brad Daniel. I listened step by step to the interview that was granted by the Army General in Channels Television. So I want to ask a question. I asked Maza Lozia the question today and he gave me a response. Now I want to ask the question again today.
It's 2036.
Please, Mazi, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. My goodness me. Calls are flooding in, even you cannot even understand nothing. Okay. Mazi Bright Daniels, I think you can call back. Please call back. I'll pick your call. I will try to find a way, no matter how difficult, because I think this is caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? No. Yes, caller on direct line. I've been shouting. Caller on direct line. Go on. Can you hear me? No. Just hold on. Call on direct line, please. Hold on. I don't know. Call on direct line. Can you hear me now? Caller on direct line. Can you hear me now? My goodness me. No, it's not from me. No. It's not from the fourth. It's not from me. It's not from here. Caller on Signal. To the program. Caller on Signal. Can you hear me? Caller on Signal. I don't know. Caller on Signal. Can you hear me? Somebody. Chineme Nwachukwu. Caller on Signal. Can you hear me? Caller on Signal. I don't know. Sometimes people just occupy the line. They will not speak. They will be listening to their radio. I'm telling you. I have a caller. Caller on WhatsApp. You are connecting. Caller on direct line. No. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp. Go on. No. There is a caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me now? Caller, what's up? Can you hear me? Yes, go on, please. My goodness, it's connecting. It's from caller on WhatsApp. Your network is very. Can you hear me? No.
Namdi, I'm calling you. How are you doing, sir?
John, you have 3 minutes, please.
Yes, I can hear you.
My goodness me.
Hello.
Yes, caller on signal. Can you go on, please?
Hello. Hello.
Yes, where are you calling from?
Hear me?
Yes, are you calling on Skype? On signal.
No.
Are you caller on signal? Please go on.
Hello.
My goodness me.
Hello. My name is Samuel Okonkwo from Abuleri. I have a few questions for the day.
Please remove your mouth bit, just 1 inch from your telephone or your
speaker,
because it's sounding muffled.
Okay, is it better now? Is it better now?
It's highly better. Please go on. You are calling on signal, right?
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It seems the phones are crashing. I'm telling you honestly. Go on. So you have
my first question. Yes, sir. My first question is: why isn't the DOS convening emergency broadcast once our land is attacked or Biafrans killed unjustly? Just they convene once there is a fear of counter order, or is it for you about the position instead of spending your leadership in the hearts of our people to trust and believe in your leadership? That is number one. Number two question is, why aren't we sacking IPOB coordinators across the world who have refused to carry out a serious protest in their countries of residence? Because there is no reason any country will refuse us to protest if you present Biafra very well in the country. That we are not, and also given that we are not protesting against them, so that is where other questions have been answered.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Now you listen. Mazi, can you hear me? Please go on.
Mazi, please, can you repeat the question? There was a network breach, so I didn't hear his question, please.
Okay. He said, why is the DOS not coming up anytime there is a maybe attack or something of our people or any emergency in our land? Why wouldn't they come up on air in order to counter or to advise or to instruct or to counter what is going on in our land? He said because, or is it only the DOS? Are they only interested in countering any person that comes to give counter or this and that? Are they only interested in leadership also? That is the way he put it. Please, go on.
Okay. For him, I don't know the brother that just answered. For him to say, are they only interested in leadership tussle? It's an insult to the DOS because the DOS is not tussling any leadership with anybody. There is no leader tussle. They are there. They are there already. So tussling the leadership with who? The person talking about 24 hours. People are coming and talking. Which attack? And he mentioned the attack that just happened in these 20 days that DOS have not addressed. If it didn't come from us, it comes from the Media and Public Secretary. Is there any attack? Maybe you can remember. Or today we saw the military moving maybe up to 50 military trucks into Biafra land. We know the land is under siege. This is not the first time they are coming. So for that, they have to run and come on. The US will come and they come for an emergency broadcast. The radio is working. So what if we come? If there is, we don't believe in false alarm. We do not believe in false alarm. If we say there is an attack, let him mention where the attack happened. That we warrant the S to come. Is it to come on radio and talk, and on the background there will be nothing done? I think he is a little bit insultive, and for saying that US is coming for a leadership tussle, that is something, do you understand me, is degrading, and I don't think we can accept that. Thank you, Mazi. Mazaban, if you have anything to say, thank you.
Mazaban, do you have anything to add? Okay, no, we move on. I think
Mazunguru has said it already. They come the way it should be addressed. When we talk about DOS, the DOS are not kids. They are men of dignity and of integrity, and women as well. If you want to present a question that you need a good answer, you need to present your question respectfully, and you will get the answers that are also appropriate to your questions. DOS will not come on air to tell you what they want to do, even if there is an attack. We're holding an emergency meeting or emergency broadcast to tell people that there's an attack, and then we will maybe tell them what we are going to do. That's not how we function. Our leader never done that. Our leader never done that. We are not going to start doing that now in his absence, please. And on the other hand, there is no power. Everybody in the DOS has their own position. Nobody is taking nobody's position, and nobody can come from outside to, come into the position. That doesn't happen. So there's no power. We are just trying to make sure that our leaders, their directives are carried forward. That's all. No, there's nothing more, nothing less. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I hope the brother understood or he listened. Caller, Marty Emeka, can you hear me? Marty Emeka, can you hear me? Marty. Yes, I'm talking to you. I've been speaking to you. Please go on. You have 3 minutes, please.
Okay. My name is Mazineka. My question here is going to our brother, DS Mazi Woru. The other day I saw your Facebook post that it said jihadists, bandits who attack NDA may storm the DSS and kill Nnamdi Kanu. My question goes like this: since DOS know that the jihadists may attack the DSS office and kill our leader, what is our DOS waiting for? And the second question is Facebook. I saw what people say this morning or yesterday when somebody Biafran's corridor asked question regarding what is going on, and they never shut the person off. Yesterday morning in the house service, it's about 2 a.m. in American time. It's not good. People waste their freedom. Our leader wants to have a live because in America, yeah. A Benin guy come out in the town meeting and even abuse our leader. Our leader ask people to leave him, let the guy answer his question. Please, JS, you know what to do about that one. Let us not be silencing. If Facebook has silenced us, they don't have to silence us. Where are we going to express our feeling?
Mazi, I can also say something before they come in. I can say something here because I'm part of it. I'm part of the presenters. We cannot allow somebody to come, I don't know, or you'll be listening to me. You can make your suggestion, but what we will never allow here in this Hello platform is for somebody to come and start inciting insubordination. it is unacceptable. You can never allow it. If that is to express the expression of your opinion, it is not going to be allowed, because there are people that we come on air, we answer questions, we talk to people, we allow people to express themselves. But when you start coming to cross the red line, making incitations in one way or the other against the modus operandi or the order of the leadership of this struggle, you can make your suggestion. But when you say no, we should not accept this, and you say what you should not accept, and it is against our modus operandi, I allow you to say that. I won't allow you to do that. So that is the thing. So I don't know, Mazi Chinasa, whether you have any, or Mazi Banyan, please, do you have any? You can go.
Yeah, I think you have answered him the second one. I want to ask people, whenever they see any press release, it is very good they click it and read it, not just to read only the headline. This particular subject he raised about the DSS office and attack the DSS office. This is a press release released by Media and Publicity Secretary Mazi Emma Powerful. Do you understand me? Now, on that purpose, every media outlet have a way they coin their headlines. People have said that thing. People ask me that question. They say they are coming to. I said, this is our press release. Because of what happened in the Nigerian Defense Force, nothing is impossible. We are now allowing, in case they have this kind of plans, so they will be there. They say they run into that place. In case they have that kind of plan, this is IPOB press release. We were allowing the world in case they have this kind of plan. So we are not saying that they have come to the DSS office to attack our leader or they want to kill him. Let us always understand when IPOB made a press release, or when there is no, when we are alleging, or when we say this thing happened, it's very, very important we understand. And somebody said the second question was, why is DSS still not sacking coordinators who failed to carry out the order to protest worldwide? Master, I don't know if that's exactly what he said, right?
Yes. We even forgot, yes.
I think if there are coordinators who are not doing these things in the countries where they can protest, countries where they can protest, a situation people will go to protest and they have a problem. We know, like in the Middle East, Asian countries, there are places. We want to be careful. The issue of this extraordinary rendition is bigger than what you are looking at. This is not ordinary protest. We're protesting against Kenya. We are protesting against Nigerian government. We are protesting against the British government. You need to watch wherever. I can say it that you see European countries is okay, but in countries that are fickle in their approaches, in everything they change from time to time, or they can do certain things with impunity. In those cases, we don't want to risk people. So if there are countries where the coordinators have filed for protest, it is good you go back to those continental reps, put a report. You understand me? They will look into it. It's not just coming on air and say where the coordinators are not protesting, why they are not being sacked. No, you don't sack people in that way in IPU. There must be other side of the story. So what we are thinking is this: if there are
please, Maz, I'm coming. You hold on, hold the line.
So if there are people who could not pay obligation, so bring it to the notice of your continental rep or any officer. You just report to them, and I'm sure the continental rep there will take order. He will take instruction on what to do. But just somebody say this person didn't protest. IPOB don't judge things in this way. There must be an investigation. The coordinator will be, if they found him incompetent not to organize a protest, I think the DOS knows what to do best. The HOD is there, the deputy HOD there, they know what to do best. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you, Mazi. Mazi Abanyim, do you have anything to add?
Yes, that is what, in addition to what Mazi Nworo has explained. We have countries where there is not allowed. For example, here in Europe, Russia is not allowed to protest in the open. But every time when we have our 30th of May Remembrance Day, we hire a big hall. They are allowed to do that indoors. We hire a big hall and celebrate it indoors. That counts as a protest as well, because they do not stay in their homes and watch Biafrans do their thing. They participated. They send the videos and we see it. That is enough. So before we make such a complaint and before we take that case seriously, we have to always find out the reason behind that coordinator not doing that. Is it because of there's no permit to do that? Is it because the country forbids protest? Or is it because he is not willing or not capable of doing that? When we find out the fact behind that inaction, then the proper action will be taken. So that's how we roll. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have a caller. I have callers that are floating in. I have a caller on signal. Caller on signal, please welcome to the program. Please call us. People are calling me through signal on the direct line. Please, it is intercepting the direct calls. Use a signal line, which is +61 405 142 547. Please, that is the signal line. Please, caller on signal. Go on, please. Can you hear me? You have 3 minutes.
Yes, Mas, good evening.
Welcome to the program. Please go on.
Yes, my name is Nkwachi. I'm calling from Ghana, the Ghana National Bureau. I will make an announcement, then I'll ask my question. The first announcement is
very fast, please.
I want to use this opportunity to inform the IPOB or remind IPOB here in Ghana that Sunday is our general meeting and everybody must come to meeting, mostly to all the regional coordinators and all the zonal coordinators. The meeting is crucial, very, very important, and if all these coordinators fail to come, any of